Warning: this video contains themes of a sexual nature and bad language throughout.
I started talking to a guy. He was nice, very charming, and if you didn't pay too much attention... Oh, if you didn't pay too much attention, so pretty much this guy's not a dick, but,
Yeah.
you know, he was nice. And you started talking to this guy, apparently. So he lived 2 hours drive away from me. The first and only time he drove down to visit me, he bought flowers, took me to dinner, and we chilled out and watched a movie, played some video games, which was pretty good. However, it went downhill after we had sex. Don't get me wrong, he was great at it. Afterwards, however, he put his hand on my hip and sincerely said, "Do we need to talk about these?" I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He asked if talked he asked if I wanted to talk about what he thought were self-harm scars on my hip.
No!
I was in such a state of shock. I just told him they were stretch marks because I'm chunky. It's been a few months, and I'm still reeling from the whole interaction. Like the man had never seen a stretch mark before. He also burped excessively, which gave me the ick. I slowly ghosted him. Unfortunately, he joined a Discord server I am in for a streamer, and he's still in there and pops up every now and again to chat in there, and I get jump scared every time.
Oh man.
Seriously.
Okay,
Yeah, Twitch, oh my god, what the fuck? Seriously?
We can all sit here and say, how does he fucking not know what stretch marks are? But if you've never, I suppose if you've never seen them, but you wouldn't assume. It's like that moment, you know, where that moment where you see the person on the tube or whatever, and you go, "Oh, they're pregnant. Maybe I should give them my seat." And then you move aside, and then they go, "I ain't pregnant," and you go, "Fuck." Just
my issue with the whole thing about that is the media. For any magazine or anything that the public viewers, they will always Photoshop it.
yeah,
Even with it, a skinny woman can have stretch marks from childbirth.
yes,
You can have stretch marks from growing quickly. Your skin, unfortunately, doesn't recover from it. And if you have a bigger person, again, their skin will stretch to a certain point, but you will not end up getting the marks. They start off darker and do eventually go into a more skin coloured tone, but the media will always Photoshop them out. So
yeah.
in today's day and age, people don't show them because they don't think it's pretty.
I think you and I are going to have very different views on this. I'm going to go solely off of the information that is put in front of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was nice, he was charming if you didn't pay too much attention, right? So I don't know what other things he's done. But he bought flowers, took to dinner, they chilled and watched a movie, did some video games, it was all pretty good, they had sexy time. The mistake he's made is the stretch marks. I think it's a very naive mistake, and I think there was probably more delicate ways of putting it, but it could just have been a mistake. Why the fuck someone would self-harm on their hip? Fucking idiot.
I know, it's such an odd place.
Yeah. The burping, again, I mean, I belch in front of my missus.
Condition.
I belch in front of my missus now. I've been with her 14 years. She's used to it, right?
Yeah, but this is
it's
someone
like
that you're just
constantly.
dating.
Yeah,